It is not a wave, it is a bloody tsunami. A wave goes up and it comes down. A tsunami goes up, and it plateaus and stays there for some time. It eventually will come down, but the effects will linger on for many years to come. India has failed in the second wave of the coronavirus. Currently, India is having 4 lakh cases a day, and it is believed that it is going to peak at around 14 lakh cases a day. Until now, many people have been relying on pseudoscience and hearsay to protect themselves from this deadly virus. But you are one of those who believes in an evidence-based approach to tackling this menace. So please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. In today's video, we are going to go through a few steps which is nothing new, but just a gentle reminder on how we should be concentrating on our basics going forward from here. We have to understand that the coronavirus is going nowhere. COVID-19 is here to stay, and it unfortunately, after the mismanaged second wave of the coronavirus in India, COVID-19 is going to linger on for many more years to come. We have to get ourselves stronger, both physically and mentally, to tackle this virus and face it head on. We have to strengthen our immune systems through evidence-based approaches, which are quite basic, and not through hearsay with things like steam inhalations and exotic super herbs. So without much ado, let us get right into the steps that we should be taking to safeguard ourselves in the future from this deadly virus. I'm going to keep this short, I'm going to keep this simple, and I'm not going to elaborate too much on every single point, because most of the steps I am going through are pretty obvious. And if you are in doubt, there are plenty of resources available online for you to refer to. COVID appropriate behavior. We have to wear a mask, we have to follow social distancing, we have to follow all the other COVID appropriate norms so as to break the chain of transmission of the virus. The more the virus transmits from one person to another, the more the chances that it will mutate and become a more deadly form. Vaccinate. A lot of people before the start of the second wave were hesitant to vaccinate themselves. And I do understand their apprehensions because a lot of misinformation was spread through social media. Do not refer to social media as a source of good information. That is the hub of what is known as pseudoscience. People were scared of the blood clots with the AstraZeneca vaccine. But do you know, you got a greater chance of being struck by lightning than getting blood clots due to the AstraZeneca vaccine. You got an 800 times higher chance of dying from COVID than you've got from dying from a vaccine. That is just food for thought to keep things in perspective. Make sure you do not suffer from metabolic syndrome. Control your blood sugar levels. Control your blood pressure and control your cholesterol levels. If you notice, all these 3 factors are considered to be comorbidities. Adopt a high protein diet. We as Indians are chronically protein energy malnourished. Proteins are essential to building your immune system. Every cell of your body, right to the level of the genes, is built from amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. So ensure that you center most of your meals around a good source of protein. Vegetables are a great source of vitamins and minerals. If you ensure that you eat plenty of vegetables, you will not have to depend on random pill popping to meet your vitamin and mineral goals. Remember, taking vitamin pills is a supplement to your meals and not your main source of nutrient. On the topic of vitamins, from my anecdotal evidence, 70% of Indians are deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin D in the current scenario is one of the most important vitamins, or like some people like to call it a hormone, which is essential because it directly helps your immune system in fighting an infection. It is responsible for controlling inflammation and activating the immune cells of your body. Reduce your body weight. Obesity on its own is an independent comorbidity. Comorbidities increase your chances of succumbing to COVID-19. Exercise more regularly. Exercise will independently boost your immune system. It will also make your lungs stronger and more capable of breathing. Ensure that you dedicate at least half an hour a day to some exercise activity that you would enjoy. And also, please look after your mental health, especially in this very stressful time. Chronic stress weakens your immune system by a great deal. So look at measures on how you can improve yourself mentally and get some more positivity into your life amongst the sea of negativity. So essentially, if you notice We are taking a long term approach in getting you stronger and improving your immune system to face this virus head on. Let me tell you about the 4 pillars of healthy living. It includes healthy eating, exercise, mental health, and rest and recovery. So do not neglect your sleep. So if you notice, we are taking a long term approach. We are making subtle but definitive lifestyle changes. The stronger we get ourselves, the weaker the virus gets. I hope you have realized after the second wave or the tsunami that the virus is here to stay, and we have to get ourselves stronger to face it head on and eventually defeat it. I hope this video has given you some value. Thank you for watching. Please do stay safe. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give me a like. Signing out, Dr. Rohan Fonseca.